Welcome back, brothers, to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 6 things that every man should be doing in their 20s, and things that I've learned, things that I've done, and focuses that I have in my life that I think that people should try. That's where our focus should be. So I'm just going to get right into it and start sharing and get right into the list. Okay. Alright, so number 1, let's start with number 6. Alright, so we'll start from like the least. Number 1 is hobbies. Your 20s are a time to try different things out. In your 20s, you should be really focusing. In your 20s, you should just be trying things out, seeing what you like, because a lot of the times, and from my personal experience, you just kind of don't know what you're really into, what you want to do with your life, and the kind of things you enjoy. And those things are kind of ever changing as you get a little bit older from your teenage years. So it's a great time to take up some hobbies. One of the things I've been wanting to do is to take up jiu-jitsu, just because I want to learn fighting skill, and I think it'd be a really cool thing to be a part of. The only reason I haven't really taken part in it is because of COVID. Anything. It could be any type of hobby or something you like working on that brings you joy. And I think that's really important to focus on. Number 2 is focus on growth and learn it. In this day and age, we are unlimited in what we can learn and do in our 20s. We have the internet at our fingertips, and anything we want to learn, we can search up and learn it on an instant like that. What I like is I like listening to audiobooks. I like reading regular books, but it's not limited to that. You know, you can go on Udemy and take an online course for dirt cheap, or you can invest in a mentor, someone who can teach you something, someone you can learn from. Or maybe you just have people in your life that you can learn and grow from. Surround yourself with positive people and positive things, like good books and ways you can grow. This is key in your 20s to getting the life you desire. I've realized that where I'm at, trying things out and seeing where it goes and meeting different people, it's helped me out a lot. Number 4 on this list, but number 3 is stay in shape. This goes without saying, I'm a fitness trainer. The gym is my first love. I started going to the gym, seriously, probably 3 years ago. But I started lifting weights for the first time back in high school, and I ran track and field, and I've always been pretty active. And that's why I think it's so important to keep up on your physical health, to eat right, to eat good things that are gonna make you feel good, and to also have some sort of regular exercise. You don't have to lift weights. I really think that most men should lift weights, whether you want to be powerlifter level or you just want to go to the gym and get moving and have some resistance training. I think that's totally fine too. Not everyone's going to be a bodybuilder or a powerlifter. Some people just want to get a little bit stronger and look better for themselves. Just go to the gym. But I really think that it's really important to keep that at the forefront, because everything in my life, it's been my base. It's how I have progressed and how I started growing in developing myself and wanting to do stuff like a YouTube channel and read more books and grow myself as much as I can. It started from going to the gym and having a passion for that, and because that not only made me feel good physically about myself, but mentally helped my mental health a lot, and it still helps my mental health a lot. And that's a lot of the reasons why I still do it, and help others stay in shape and get in shape and help others get in shape. So I think that's a core pillar as a man, and especially in your 20s. All right, number 4 is live below your means, spend less money than you make. Not easy, because in your 20s, a lot of people are buying cars, buy nice clothes and do cool things, wanting to travel, and social media is super flashy and it makes it look like everyone's doing all this cool stuff. Many people want to keep up with that, make it look like they're doing cool stuff too. So you buy the new car too, go on the expensive vacations, or you spend way too much on food. It could be anything, but really it's not really about how much you make in your 20s, it's really how much you keep, how much you can save for yourself, invest now and later on down the road for your financial future. A lot of people don't do that in their 20s, and I didn't focus a lot on my finances. I've worked many different jobs and many different career paths, but only the past 3 years or so maybe, I've been very focused on my finances and making smart moves. I'm 27 now, and I think that I wish I would have started when I was 20. I wish I would have started when I was 18, being more conscious about my spending habits. But when you're younger, you don't really care as much. You don't really think about 10, 20 years later, 40 years later, how your choices in your young life is going to affect you later on down the line. But relatively, I'm still obviously very young, so I can bounce back from it. It's not a big deal. In sharing that with you guys, I want you to know that it's super important to start as early as you can, to be conscious of your money, and to save as much money as you can and put it away. That way, you can have a better future. All right, this next one's kind of in line with saving. Not many people talk about this. Not many people people in my personal life ever talk to me about this. I actually learned this from the internet. Open a retirement account, start saving for that. There's saving for living below your means and saving money in general, but there's also being able to save just for retirement. And what I recommend is you open an IRA, Roth IRA, because I personally don't have a job where I can open a 401k and have a company match it and all that. So I just have a Roth IRA. I put money in it every month, and when I want to retire, it's an option, and I can take out the money tax-free because you pay taxes before put it in. Whereas with a 401k, you pay taxes when you take the money out, and it's not taxed when it goes in. So I don't really want to get into saying which one's better. For me, it makes more sense to have a Roth IRA, and I think for a lot of people it does, but that's just my personal input. And the sooner you can open this account, I wish I would have opened it when I was 18. I opened mine when I was 25, and not that that's old, but the more years you can have of putting money in there, the better, because you want to compound as much money as you can, and the longer you have for that money to grow, the better. So if you're 18 years old watching this and you don't have a retirement account, this week go and open one. Today, even if you can, go online, it's not that hard, and research a little bit, and then open one and just put whatever you can away in it. 5% of whatever you make at your part-time job. I wish I would have done this when I was younger, but I didn't, and you learn from your mistakes, and that's why I make these videos, and that's why I want to help you guys out. So Roth IRA, or save for your retirement specifically. It's so important. And last but certainly not least, I did save this one for the better. That's why I saved it for last. It's focusing on what you're passionate about and focusing on your career and your purpose. So some people, I've had friends in the past who figure out their purpose, what they want to do in life super early on. They just know, they've been doing it since they were a teenager, and they just went right into it, and that's what they want to do. Not everyone knows what they want to do. Not everyone knows what they're passionate about. I think that's what your 20s are for. It's about finding out what that is for you. It's trying different things. I've already gone to college. I have a degree. I've worked many different jobs. I've tried many different things, and really for me, it's just finding about something that lights me up and that I'm passionate about and that I can gain fulfillment from. For me, that's true success. And you should use your 20s, I think every man should, to focus on these things all this time to figure it out. And it's more acceptable to be doing it in your 20s rather than later on in life. I don't want to set there's limits on anything, and if you're still doing that in your 30s, that's perfectly fine. But what I'm just saying is, your 20s are a great time to figure that out, to make mistakes, to find out what you're passionate about, what you don't like, what you like doing, and what you want to spend your time pursuing. And you only know that by trying things out, and that's how you figure it out. Figure out who you are and what you want to do. And I think that as a man, it's really important to get your purpose together, because it gives you a higher fulfillment, it's more drive, and a more fulfilling life. So I think that's the list I came up with. I hope it helped out some of you guys. If it did, let me know what you think below. Leave a like on the video. I appreciate all of you. There's very few of you, but that's okay. We're gonna keep pushing. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.